Okie dokie. All right, so tonight's homework, you had problems 11 through 15. And so let's take a look at this first one. It says that Miriam purchased 3 shirts for $21, 2 jackets for $57 each, and 3 bracelets for $18. Which equation shows how much money Miriam spent? All right, so now I'm going to bullet. 3 shirts for $21 each. So she bought 3 shirts for $21 each. Okay. Next, she bought 2 jackets for $57 each. Wow, I hope they were sharp-looking jackets. And then she bought 3 bracelets for $18. Okay, and the question is which equation shows how much money did Miriam spend? And my answer, my statement would be Miriam spent blank amount of money. Okay, now let's take a look here. Let's look at this first question, this first equation. She bought 3 shirts for $21 each. See that each? So each shirt was $21. So this one here fits this statement because I would need 3 times 21, 2 times 57, but then there's 3 bracelets for $18. Okay? Didn't say each, that was total. So now we have the 2 times 57, that checks, then plus the 18. Well, that's what we want to do, so that's there, and that'll be 195. So this is a good, strong possibility. Let's look at this one. 3 times 21, that checks. 2 times 57, that checks. Well, it says, and then 3 times 18. Is there an each here? It says, and 3 bracelets for $18. How much would those bracelets have cost? Well, yeah, $6, because 3 times 6 is 18. So she spent a total of $18 for 3 bracelets. So this is not right, because it didn't say each. Here this says 3 plus 21. It's 3 plus 21. That's 24. Is that going to get us what we're like? Each shirt was $21. $21 for one shirt, $42 for the next shirt, and then we have 42 plus 21 is 63. And so that doesn't even come. We have the wrong operations here. Look at that. And that doesn't even match up. So that's not a correct one. Oh my gosh, look at here. It's saying that we needed to add $21 and $18 and multiply that by 3. Well, it didn't say that for each shirt it was 21 plus 18 times 3, because then it would have been $39 for each shirt, and that's not what it's asking. So this is not right at all. And this is addition, 2 plus 57, and that's not right. It has all the same numbers, but not in the same order. So our correct answer is A. So she spent $195. Okay, a factory produces 2,850 vacuum cleaners per hour. The factory ships 500 of those vacuum cleaners to stores. Which expression can be used to find V for vacuum cleaners, the number of vacuum cleaners remaining in the factory after 8 hours? All right, so let's take a look. Factory produces 2,850 vacuum cleaners. Produce. I'm going to put VC for vacuum cleaners per hour. Now the factory ships 500 vacuum cleaners to store. Now, which one of these equations we needed to find V is the number of vacuum cleaners remaining at the factory after 8 hours? Okay? All right, now we're looking for V. And we'll change that. After 8 hours, blank vacuums remain. So this is how much they produce per hour. So to find V, it would be, so this is per hour, so it's 2,850 for every hour, so I'm going to have to multiply that by 8, and then they're going to ship, the factory ships 500 of those vacuum cleaners to stores. So let's take a look. And now I have to subtract out 500 vacuums. So 8 times 2,850 minus 500, that's a good possibility, right? Now I have 2,850 minus, okay, so here is hour. 500, that's what they ship. This is what they produce per hour. I'm going to put a slash because that means per. Well, that doesn't make any sense at all, so I'm going to cross that out. 8 is the hour times, this is what they produce, put a slash, per hour, and this is how much they ship. Am I going to take out 500 of what they produce an hour and then multiply it by 8? No, you're absolutely right, because then that gives you the total that they would actually make after that the 7 more hours, and that's not a true statement. So that's not right at all. Okay, so here we have the hour times how much they produce per hour. Now plus how much they make an hour times how much they ship. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Nope, not at all. So the best answer here is F. This is how much they for 8 hours they're going to be producing. For each hour they produce per hour 2,850, and then out of that total they're going to be shipping 500. So do you see how I did that part? Now, if you're not writing down all this information, you're not doing it right. Because this is an example of a STAR question. What would you do? Yeah, you'd get confused and without writing out all the details. Okay, so make sure that you mark that. You understand what you're doing. Tell me what you don't get so we can cover that. Number 13. What is the quotient of 2 and 31/100 divided by 3? And you're going to see that. Quotient, again, is the answer to a division problem. Okay, this is straightforward. So if I have 2 and 31/100 divided by 3, well, this is my dividend, my total. So this is going to be 2 and 31/100 divided by 3. My 3 is my divisor. Again, my first things first is take that decimal and put it right there into my quotient. Then I'm going to cross this out. 3 goes into 2 0 times. 3 goes into 23. Well, 7, because 7 times 3 is 21. Subtract that out. 3 minus 1 is 2. And I'm going to bring down my 1. 3 goes into 21 7 times. And so here is my answer. 3 times 7 is 21, and mine is 0. So here's my answer right there. Pretty straightforward. If you follow and do the arrows, what I am doing, I'm guaranteeing you to have an answer accurate all the time. Please take the time to do show exactly what you're doing so your brain is understanding it. Okay, Mrs. Bauer uses ribbon to decorate boxes. She uses 1/3 feet of ribbon for each box. How many boxes can Mrs. Bauer decorate with 24 feet of ribbon? Okay, so now you take a look, you got whole numbers here. So if she has 24 feet of ribbon, that's how much she total. So total amount of ribbon that she's using is 24 feet. And she's going to use 1/3 feet of ribbon for each box. This is her tub. And I need to find, so my question is, Miss Bauer, will decorate blank boxes. Okay? Since it's my total, I'm going to have my 24 divided by 1/3. So I can draw out 24 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So that would be for each that would be my 24 feet, not my 24 boxes, but my 24 feet. So it's 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 feet, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 24 feet. And I'm going to take 1/3 off this spool, 1/3 off that spool, 1/3, 1/3, and continue that till I'm done. Or you can solve the problem. Okay, and so now you can count each box. So if you have 24 times 3, because all of these are 3, and so my array would be 3 times 8 equals not 3 times 8, 3 times 24. Or I'm sorry, 24 times 3. Oh, it's getting late. Okay, so here again I have my 24. I'm going to bring this down. So if I'm working out this problem, I'm going to do my inverse, means my opposite, so that becomes multiplication. Then I'm doing my reciprocal, so my denominator becomes my numerator, and my numerator becomes my denominator, which makes that into just a whole number. And 24 times 3, 24 times 3 that we did over here. So 3 times 4 is 12, carry my 1, 3